Okay, let's try this again. Good evening, boys and girls, and I do apologize for how late this ended up being. Oh my god. Uh, my my cough drops exploded on me. Anyway, I apologize for how late this is. Today has been quite an interesting day and quite a long day with work, so um originally I wanted to just focus on composition, but obviously I haven't, as you can see very clearly, I haven't yet actually done anything else. So instead of it being a musical treat today, we will actually turn it into oh, pardon me, sorry about that. We will actually turn it into a visual arts stream, and time permitting we'll do some composition. Anyway, so first thing we're going to do is just clean this up, and this is Tsukimiya Ayu from, and this was requested by one of my what do you call them, viewers, I guess, like someone who follows my art. So and it's Tsukimiya Ayu, from what Wikipedia is telling me, is from a visual novel called Canon. Quite a tragic one. Oh my. Ooh, poor thing. Okay, well, all right. It's particularly interesting to me, actually, how much tragedy there can be in just like the way that stories are portrayed. And it's, in some ways, that's good, but in other ways, we've talked about this before, it's like the media is really very much, it's taking away the ability. Oh, you guys can't see it, but there is a, I'm adjusting the brightness level, the white level and black level, just to make sure that I'm essentially getting rid of the texture of the paper. But when I do that, you can very clearly see that one side is brighter than the other. So we just adjust the black level just a little bit so that it's, yeah, like that. That's it. I wanted to, what did I want to say? Something about tragedy. Oh yes, we talked in the past about how tragedies tend to be very draining, and they are, right? And how, oh right, yes, I shut that down because we're now moving to the second part of our visual design, which is the daily study in space. If I'm slightly rushed, if it seems like I'm slightly rushed, I do apologize. That's only because I'm actually kind of rushed. No, I'm all right. Yeah, no. It's just a long day. I had a lot of work today that was piled on me that I did not expect I would have. That's the best way I can put it. And so because of that, like that's why I'm even having cough drops, because I spoke so much today that I don't think I've spoken this much since lockdown has started, actually. Yeah, no, for whatever reason, it's just like one thing after another today. Anyway, enough of that. So I was talking about emotionally draining mental tragedies that make people feel, right? And we can link it back to quite a few things. I don't actually know if I talked to you guys. Did I talk to you guys about my opinion on modern entertainment and how it's a like even what I'm doing, right? It's technically a fight over attention span. I think I might have called it eyeballs back then when I talked about it, like fight. But really, if we think about it, it's a fight for attention span, and so like you'll have all sorts that try to compete for that, and one of them will definitely be tragedies. And so that's why I was just reminded of it when I read the story of what happened in that original novel canon. Anyway, on to slightly more happy things. And again, right, that's sort of why I like to do, or why my art, or what I would consider art on my end, to be something that's slightly more uplifting. And that's simply just because I am of the very firm opinion that there is already too much tragedy. In a lot of ways, there's already too much tragedy in this world. And so there's no reason for me to contribute more to it. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know how I got on. Oh no, I do, because we were talking about Ken. So today I feel like I want to build like something just I've been personally missing is skyscrapers, and I really just want to have lots of skyscrapers, but I don't actually know how to do them justice, if that makes sense. Like one of the things I really want to do is oh, hold on. We're just gonna start with this. One of the things I really want to do is, do sort of the mountainside of Hong Kong justice, right? Like, essentially they are very, very heavily sloped areas, but still are capable of supporting human life, and I am in awe at that. And so let's see if we can't make our own version of that. How did you know I moved rooms? Is it that obvious, the echo, the difference in echo? Interesting. Okay. Well, that is certainly food for thought. That means I had considered originally whether I should, since I did move to a different place to record, I was thinking whether I should get like you know those what do you call those, like the things, I guess you could call them soundproofing pads, but essentially what they do is they're angled in such interesting ways that they break up the sound of the of whatever's going on in the room, right? And so I was actually like, kid you not, I have a browser tab open with soundproofing. What do you call them? Merchandises. Well, it's just an Amazon page, really. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Yeah. How's I'm actually really curious. How does it feel to watch me fail at making art? Is that true? Like it's such a joy. Are you sure? How can I trust you? How can I trust that it's actually such a joy? mean, I guess I'll take your word for it. But that's the most I will do. So, you know, in some ways, let's choose this. Now the 20s, 72301. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay. Let me try this. Oh, excuse me. What I want to do is I want to do this, but I want to is that really what I wanted to do? Hold on. Yes, we turn that and then we flip like that. That's right. So essentially the idea is to have, but that's not right, is it? No, it is. No, it isn't. I want to flip it along. I want to flip it, rotate along this, mirrored along that axis. I wonder if there's a way to do that. I'm just browsing through the settings to see if there's a way to do that. But really what it should be is a horizontal flip and then a vertical flip. Yeah, a flip along the horizontal axis and then a flip along the vertical axis. So if I just do this, oops, that's not at all what I meant to do. There we go. We'll group it first and then we'll duplicate it. We'll do one along this way and one along this way. That doesn't feel right. Flip vertical. Flip vertical, right? So that means let's take the curve down first. Flip vertical and find the center. It's somewhere around here. Slightly lower. Yeah. And then flip horizontal. No. No, what am I even saying? No, I had it right the first time. We do a 90-degree flip. Or, yeah, we do a 90-degree flip in this direction. What am I doing? Someone help. Oh yes, okay. No, we're good now. And then this needs to be essentially done like that. Perfect. And this needs to be here. Perfect. And this just needs to be in here. And this needs to be up top. There we go. And we just need to adjust the corners of these. Oops. Need to adjust this, and it needs to go in this direction, and it needs to go, oops, and it needs to go in this direction. Yes, but also no, because this is right now too big. Curve, perfect. It's also not in the right place. There we go. Now it's in the right place, and now we want to shorten it. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Look at that. And now we're gonna set that to 20%. Oh, 20 is probably too big. Let's set that to 50. No, let's set that to 33. How about that? Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's not my best work. I I knew someone was gonna say something. Yeah, that's right. What are you gonna do about it? I mean, actually, I would welcome it if you wanted to try some. Like, like, I've explained this in the past, but I don't mind. I don't mind explaining it again, really. But the point always remains that I'm actually super happy if I can inspire others to take up the arts. And in fact, I would be extremely happy if others were to surpass me and to sell and to be able to make a living off of their art. And that's partially just because that's, you know, I'm wonderfully selfless now. No. That's not really it. No. What it is that I find that that is what inspires me, right? Like, I want people to. I wonder why that is. That is weird, right? Okay, it's okay. We'll just leave it like that. I want people to take up the arts because, to me, that's something our society is kind of missing. And I don't care how pretentious that sounds. I feel that very strongly that is something our society is missing. And if I can help with that, you bet I will help with that, right? Like, it's just. Oh yeah, sorry. That was just to justify. To put this at. Oh, you guys can see. It's like to put this particular number at 600, which is the very center. And that's just OCD on my part. Don't worry about it. But yeah, like, back to what I was saying. Like, I would absolutely welcome it because, to me, that's something that is missing in our society, and not just missing in our society, but also kind of missing in the collective psyche, the collective human psyche. Like, we are taught a lot about how success is about academic success or income success. But and I appreciate that it's because I have the luxury to talk about this, but I am of the opinion that we really can have other kinds of success, especially in the arts, and it doesn't have to be like, you know, something that makes tons of money. Yeah, as long as you can feed yourself, as long as you can, you know, attain credible amounts of savings, like, what does it matter, right? Like, that's the point. I wish people would be less concerned about that kind of stuff and just take it up and discover their own talents. And if they manage to outdo me, that's great. I would love nothing more. Absolutely love nothing more, right? And in some ways, that's why I am doing all of these things, because it's just, it's what I think, to be slightly pretentious, it is how I feel I can make a difference, right? And yeah, I appreciate that, you know, like, I mean, I am running a charity, so it's not like I'm not doing other things that would make a difference. It's just that. Oh wait, you guys don't. haven't told you guys. Well, we'll talk about it offline. It's simply that I think it is an interesting, for the lack of a better word, like our souls need saving as much as our society, and in some ways art can contribute to that. Absolutely, guaranteed, 100%. Like, I can't think of anything yet more that I agree with more, and so if I can get some people, inspire enough people to do something along these lines and to be able to feed themselves, 100%, you bet I want to, right? Because culture is not something that is static. Culture changes, culture improves, culture, well, sometimes improves, but culture changes. And so we have to use our own culture to I should be writing down what I'm saying. You're right. Well, what's the time frame? 21:20, let's say, on cultural progress. Like, culture can only progress if people create more culture. And so if I think that current culture could progress in a different way, then you bet that I will try to put my time where I think I would like things to go, and so that's exactly what I'm doing here, right? Like, I'm investing the time to demonstrate the things that I'm capable of. Not only to create art, not only to help, like, if the viewer sees my art and finds it, oh look, that's pretty, right? Like, even if that's all they say, that's fine with me. But if serendipitously someone looks at my art and says, you know what, that looks cool, I can do that as well, and then they go out and do it and are successful with it, well, that is my greatest success, right? And the corollary still stands, which is, if someone looks at it and says, oh my god, that is ugly as hell, I can do much better than that, and then they go out and they do much better than that, 100%, I would love that. That will be the greatest. Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking into my microphone. That would be one of the greatest presents someone could give me as well, right? Like, the idea is, I am not out to look for compliments. I am here to inspire either mild happiness or violent hate, either of which can lead to more culture, and therefore it doesn't matter which option my viewers choose. As long as that's the end goal, then I would consider myself victorious, and that's really all there is to it. I just want to, yeah, I'm going to note this down for posterity, that at what time is this? At about 24 minutes, being called pretentious. There we go. Nice. I like it. So yeah, we definitely don't have any more time to talk about, or not talk about, to do compositions today. I am also personally exhausted, and I still need to do my daily wrap up, which is going to be very long today. So we're just going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching today. I think I had a nice conversation. I don't know about you guys. Yes, it is quite lucky for our boys in London to not be awake at this point because they didn't have to suffer through this. You know, you don't have to suffer through this either. Like, all I can say is the reason you're here is because we're having fun. Or, you know, you like to laugh at me. Either way. Either way. Either way, I've had fun. I hope you guys have had fun. A little bit of, you know, background into what makes me what drives me as an artist, right? Yeah, I think so. Let me just add in as well. What drives me as an artist? Okay, yeah, I'll paste these into the YouTube link, and you guys can tell our. Because I'm going to bed, right? You guys tend to be able to talk to them when they get up, so let them know that it's up. I will say sorry that it's, you know, that they didn't manage it, but honestly, if they were to believe you, actually the three of you, the rest are fine. It's mostly the three of you that are being particularly aggravating. Yeah, so just let them know that it's up, and apologize on my behalf for taking too long. Well, oh, right, programming note. Unfortunately, you guys' sponsorships have been outcompeted, not in monetary value, but in importance, and that is our sponsors for the squirrels once again put together more than I would ever ask for, to continue talking about the next day of the squirrels at war. And so that's what we would be doing tomorrow, probably another full hour, give or take, given how much that they've raised. And that's it for today. Well, I mean, let me put it this way. The fact that I can and do take your sponsorships, but also prioritize around your sponsorships is the fact that we are friends, and so it is a cultural part of me to say, actually let's talk about that real quick. In let me put this down. What time is it? It's 28. Friendship circles, right? Like, you guys are obviously in a closer circle to me, myself, and I than the other sponsors that sponsor the squirrels, or even the sponsor last time for who wanted to see my my calligraphy. And so if I were given the choice, I would treat everyone equally. But obviously you guys have more resources, you guys also spend more time with me, and you are also closer to me, and therefore if I have other sponsorships, I tend to prioritize those because we as a group obviously have more time together, and we can do a lot more stuff together, like we are actually right now, right? Like, for us, it needn't necessarily be the stuff that you guys sponsored that will get us talking. We'll talk regardless, or in this case, I'll talk at you, and you guys make fun of me regardless. and so that's why, like, the closer. And so what I wanted to say was, culturally, it is for me more easily, I would more easily sacrifice my own interests than I will sacrifice someone that's outside of my like, I would sacrifice closer to myself interests for those people who are farther from myself inside friendship circles. Let me just draw a circle real quick, just so you guys know what I mean. So that's one circle, that's two circles, that's three circles, and you know there's a douchebag in the middle, and that's me, right? So if you guys are here and there are sponsors from, you know, the broader social circle that are sponsoring, I would probably take their sponsorships first, simply because you guys are closer to me, and so therefore I can afford to sacrifice a little bit of your interests, because we tend to spend a lot more time together, so we have more time to converse together. Whereas no, that's not what it looks like. What it looks like to me is like a curvature map of not curvature, what am I saying? Topography map of a very round mountain. But the point remains, right? Like, I will culturally, it is more accepted for me to sacrifice those on the inner side of the circle than those on the outside, and so that's why we will be doing scrolls tomorrow, and you guys can rebid for what comes on Tuesday, right? Because Monday we're doing my thing again. Actually, you know what? That's fair. We can instead do your sponsorship work, like whatever you guys choose. We can do a rerun of that, and that'll be Monday. Yeah, let's do that. And then that ends up working out really well, because then Friday is another, of course, is the Friday chat that you guys have reserved. I have no idea why. Anyway, okay, we are dramatically over time. Thank you very much for watching today. In conclusion, download Firefox, don't do Chrome. Chrome is terrible. It's a monopoly. It's yucky. It's badly written. And good night.